Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Ironworker Gaming channel. Today, we're taking a look at sniper rifles in the Crucible of Destiny 2. Not necessarily which sniper rifle is the best or how to become a better sniper, but we're going to be breaking down each archetype of sniper rifle. We'll take a look at some strengths, weaknesses, and figure out why you may want to use one archetype over another. We'll also take a peek at some more desirable sniper rifle perks for use in PvP. And I know many of you are seasoned Destiny veterans, and this information may seem like a no-brainer, but there are new players hopping into Destiny 2 every single day who just aren't in the know. And hopefully this video can serve as a clear and concise guide to each one of the sniper rifle archetypes' capabilities. Because each one is pretty unique in what they can accomplish and how they feel, and each one can lend itself to suit a different type of playstyle. And remember, if at any point during this video you find it useful, helpful, or enjoyable, the like button goes a long way in aiding this video reach more people. Also, feel free to subscribe to the Ironworker Gaming channel if you have not done so already. We really do have a fantastic, active, and supportive community here, and I'd love to have you on board as we're heading into Beyond Light. But we'll kick things off by taking a look at what perks you may want to keep an eye out for on your sniper rifles. Now, there are a lot of perks that can be useful in the PvE aspect of Destiny 2, but in the Crucible, there's only a small handful that are leading the pack. First off is Snapshot Sights, which many Guardians consider to be a must-have perk. I mean, for any practical purpose, you do need to aim down sights with a sniper rifle, and getting that scope up quicker than your opponent can be the biggest factor in winning or losing a sniper duel. And given the mobility of Guardians in the Crucible, the ability to quick scope and fire can be invaluable. Next up, Moving Target. The improved side strafing speed when aiming down sights makes you harder to hit, and the increased target acquisition increases the odds of you landing your shot. Quick Draw can be very useful since oftentimes you won't be traversing the map with your sniper rifle in hand, but when you see a target at a distance, Quick Draw increases your weapon swap speed so you have the ability to engage that target quickly, or quickly swap weapons if you land a body shot and need to clean up the kill. Outlaw can also be pretty solid since landing headshots is the name of the game with sniper rifles, and if you happen to land a crit with the last round of the magazine, the increased reload speed from Outlaw gets you back in the action much quicker. Lastly, No Distractions is nice for less mobile sniper users. After aiming down sights for a short period of time, the flinch effect from incoming bullets will be reduced. And like I said, you do need to be scoped in for a few moments, but it really does a nice job of keeping you on target when under fire. So if you're able to snag a sniper rifle with one or two of these perks, it's probably worth taking a look at. But let's get into the archetype breakdown, starting with our rapid fire snipers. Alright, our rapid fire snipers are the most agile and fastest firing sniper rifles in the game. They shoot at 140 rounds per minute and generally have 6 rounds in the magazine at base. In general, this archetype sports the best handling and reload speed when compared to the other two archetypes. They also have very strong aim assist values that are kind of held in check because they have the lowest range stat of all the sniper rifle archetypes, which does factor into overall bullet accuracy and bullet magnetism. And the stability on these snipers, while it's not bad, it's really not anything to write home about. Our rapid fire sniper rifles intrinsically will reload faster when the magazine is empty. These sniper rifles will hit for 293 points of damage on a crit, but only 91 points of damage to the body, which gives us a time to kill of 0.86 seconds. So while any sniper rifle in the game, even rapid fires, will secure a one-hit kill with a crit, this sniper rifle archetype needs 3 body shots to down a Guardian. But on average, rapid fire frames come with a lower zoom scope, which are preferred by most players, allowing you to see a bigger picture of the action developing in front of you. Weapons like Twilight Oath, Ikelos SR, or the Distant Tumulus are some of the more common rapid fire frame snipers you may stumble upon currently. This archetype can be a good option for players who like to be on the move more often than not, and tend to play a little more aggressively, since the high base handling and reload speed make these weapons very responsive. But they can feel less accurate at range than other sniper rifle archetypes. And needing 3 body shots to down a target also cuts into its usability, along with the fact that the lower bullet damage makes them inherently weak against supers. But this archetype is snappy. And with that, let's move on to the adaptive frame sniper rifles. For our adaptive frame snipers, they're pretty much middle of the road in every aspect. They shoot at 90 rounds per minute with a base 5 rounds in the magazine. The stats in this archetype are pretty average across the board, with nothing standing out as exceptionally good, but there are also no categories that are severely lacking. Intrinsically, adaptive frame snipers have a well-rounded grip, are reliable and sturdy, While this gives no passive benefit that I know of, the description is quite accurate. For the damage output on these adaptive frame snipers, they're doing 387 points of damage on a crit, and 131 points of damage to the body, allowing 2 body shots to deliver lethal damage in 0.67 seconds, which is the fastest of the 3 sniper archetypes. Many of the scope options on these adaptive frame sniper rifles have more zoom magnification than most would prefer, but sniper rifles like Beloved, Soul Survivor, or the Long Goodbye can be found with lower zoom options. The biggest selling point for this sniper rifle archetype is its overall usability. Like I said earlier, they are a very dependable middle-of-the-road option with no major flaws. The double body shot to down a target in 0.67 seconds is pretty handy also, since you won't need to worry about running a cleanup weapon with these. And while the headshot damage isn't quite enough to outright down a roaming super, one headshot and a follow-up to the body will do the trick. And that brings us to our last archetype, the aggressive frames. The aggressive frame sniper rifle archetype is where we find our heavy hitters. These sniper rifles are built around damage output. They're gonna fire at 72 rounds per minute with a base 3 rounds in the magazine. The stats on the aggressive frame snipers are quite poor, having on average the lowest marks in handling, aim assist, reload, and stability. But we do have a very high range stat. Intrinsically, aggressive frame snipers have high damage and high recoil, outputting a whopping 474 points of damage on a crit, and 158 points of damage to the body. And while the body shot time to kill only comes in at 0.83 seconds, requiring 2 shots, that big headshot damage means we can drop roaming supers full stop with a single crit. The scopes on these snipers are generally high zoom, but there are a few exceptions. Silicon Aroma and Bite of the Fox both carry lower zoom options. And Revoker actually has the lowest possible zoom scope in the game for a sniper rifle. I mean, go figure, right? But that's a completely other discussion because Revoker just doesn't really play by the rules. All aggressive frame snipers are extremely accurate at distance. The lower aim assist value may make these guns feel less grabby on console, but the high range stat ensures that the bullet lands perfectly on the crosshairs nearly every time. And the ability to drop a roaming super in a single bullet is just so valuable. Pulling this off can single-handedly swing the course of a match in your team's favor. But generally speaking, without any performance boosting perks, these guns do feel heavy, and a little bit more clunky than our other sniper archetypes. They definitely perform better with a little more room to operate. So if you're a newer player to Destiny 2, or just someone who has never concerned yourself much with sniper rifles, I hope this video serves as a solid foundation to grow your knowledge from. And I know we didn't cover absolutely every aspect of sniper rifles or all the fine nuances of the weapon class, but be sure to consider those perks we talked about earlier in the video when looking at each archetype, because they are quite strong and they can change the performance of any sniper rifle in any archetype very drastically. But at least now you know what to expect from the weapon that you're picking up. So if you did enjoy this video or found it useful, please remember to hit the like button, and don't be shy about hitting that subscribe button either. If you have any questions, comments, or feedback, be sure to leave them down in the comments and I will absolutely get back to you on them. And with all that being said, I hope this guide was helpful, and thank you for taking the time out of your day to check it out. You guys are awesome, and I will catch you on the next one.